Hello everybody, welcome to Michigan here in the Home Depot Cup Series, Season 2, Race 6 here at Michigan International Speedway for the Firekeepers Casino 400. I am joined by Speed Cup Stop Motion.
Hello everybody and welcome to the Irish Hills Michigan International Speedway. We got a stacked field of classic NASCAR Cup Series drivers. Get ready here to race in the Home Depot Cup Series.
Yep, 22 cars here today. Jeff Gordon is your pole sitter next to Dale Earnhardt, who is your points leader still, and he's a 13-point gap as the cars already roll off pit road. Here are your part-time drivers here today: Michael Waltrip, Kevin Harvick, and Jeff Burton, all place drivers after Grundy County Speedway. Go check out that race if you want more context. But we are going to jump right into the starting lineup here.
Starting lineup here for the Home Depot Cup Series race here in Michigan. Row 1 is going to be Jeff Gordon and Dale Earnhardt.
In row 2, we got Rusty Wallace next to Tony Stewart.
Row 3 is going to be Jimmy Jam Johnson and Terry Labonte.
In row 4 is Dale Jarrett next to Mark Martin.
Row number 5 has Kevin Harvick and Bobby Labonte.
And in row 6, we got Darrell Waltrip next to Bill Elliott.
Row 7 has Davey Allison and Jeff Burton.
And in row 8, we have Ron Fellows next to your Daytona 500 winner, Bobby Hamilton.
Row number 9 has Mikey Waltrip and Ken Schrader.
And rounding out your top 20 is Ernie Irvin next to Ricky Rudd.
Row number 11 is going to consist of Dave Marcus and Ted Musgrave.
And they round out the field here at Michigan. Here are your keys to the race: 10 laps. We got clear skies. Dale Sr. is your points leader. Burton, Harvick, and Michael Waltrip are our part-time drivers. Jeff Gordon's on pole, and Speed Cup Stop Motion is your guest commentator here today. We're underway, and we're green here at Michigan. Oh, we got trouble already. Ron Fellows has turned around. Big wreck at the back. Michael Waltrip hard in the inside wall. And Bobby Hamilton is involved in it. Ken Schrader is involved in it. A big wreck here on lap 1. A first in the Home Depot Cup Series. And several cars are in it.
Big early incident here at Michigan. Ernie Irvin looks like he's going to be on pit road. Let's take a look at a replay of how this one occurred. You're going to see, I believe that's Ron Fellows gets turned by Bobby Hamilton, maybe clears himself. Michael Waltrip takes a hard hit to the inside wall right there. Big incident for these drivers early on. Not what you want to happen early in your day here in Michigan.
Yeah, I don't know if Ricky Rudd got any damage or not, but for sure a lot of these guys have big damage. You see Fellows go back up the track, and Bobby Hamilton gets on top of Ken Schrader. A big hit for Michael Waltrip. And Ernie Irvin gets a little bit of damage. The instant replay graphic is going to go away on this final angle to show that what happened to Fellows.
If you take a look here, it looks like Fellows just clears himself, and then look at the hit Michael Waltrip takes. He gets some air time. That those back wheels lift off the ground. Gary crashed with that 15. Glad he is okay in the Napa number 15 car.
Hey, you see Ted Musgrave shoots the gap, gets through there unscathed. The 10 of Ricky Rudd also gets through unscathed, but 5 cars involved. We're going to restart here on lap 3. Gordon's still your leader.
Jeff Gordon gets an early jump over Dale Earnhardt. Single file restarts here in the Home Depot Cup Series. Not something you usually see here. Jeff Gordon leads him off turn number 2 down the back straightaway. When will Sr. make a move? Dale Jarrett, here he comes. Here comes Dale Earnhardt Sr. to the inside on Jeff Gordon.
He gets that move done. He's going to get clear of Gordon for the lead. Your championship leader out front, side by side for second. Here comes Stewart, who also is in the championship. Here comes Rusty Wallace. He needs to win this race to have a chance at the championship. 3 wide for second.
Rusty Wallace needing this win, takes it 3 wide. What a great move from the 2 car. Gordon's going to slip back to third now. Stewart just behind him. Dale Sr. still out front, trying to win this race to pad that points lead even more. Jimmy Johnson now is entering into this picture, trying to make his way to the top 5. Here comes Rusty Wallace on the 3 car.
Yeah, Rusty Wallace looks like he has a faster car than Dale. He needs to win this race. Like I said beforehand, Earnhardt just wants to put a points gap on the second place of Johnson and Stewart, who are tied at peace at 70. Earnhardt at 83. Rusty Wallace is peeking outside now with 6 to go.
Rusty Wallace really wants this lead. Tony Stewart and Jeff Gordon starting to slip back just a little bit. Will Stewart get a run down the back straightaway side by side for the top 5? Here comes Jimmy Johnson side by side with Terry Labonte. He'll take the spot. Jimmy Johnson's in the top 5. Watch for him as we get to the later stages of this race.
Yeah, Stewart and Johnson are just trying everything they can to get up to the front. They need these points. They need the laps led for the points. Here comes Wallace peeking outside once again. He's going to get there.
Rusty Wallace wants the spot side by side. Here they come down the back straightaway. Side by side, Rusty Wallace, Dale Earnhardt, old rivals into 3 and 4. Who's gonna get the advantage? Earnhardt's still there, but Wallace has the best. Oh, they make contact. There goes Wallace. There goes Earnhardt as well. They're both gonna slide, and the caution will wave once again here at Michigan. The top 2 leaders wreck.
Oh man, and Rusty Wallace's championship hopes are dashed just like that. He needed to win the race. He's not gonna win it anymore. And Earnhardt, with a vital mistake, is going to hurt his championship lead, and they both spin out here with just a few laps remaining.
What happens? It just looks like the 2 and the 3, just a racing incident. They just come up against each other, and then they both just wreck. You see the 3 car get down the pit road. Wallace is going to go all the way back around. You see the 3 just comes up the track. The 2's coming down the track. Just wrong place, wrong time for these 2. They take each other out. Not what you want to happen here.
Yep, and Gordon is going to be your leader once again. We're going to be green flag with 3 laps to go here at Michigan. Can Gordon hold the field off?
Gordon really wants to win this one, but here comes Tony Stewart to the inside. 3 laps to go. Jimmy Johnson's in the picture now as well with those 2 leaders gone. Down the back straightaway, Stewart. Here comes Johnson. 3 wide for the 48 car. He wants the top spot. He's going to try to take it under turn 3.
Yeah, can Jimmy Johnson get the deal done for 2 for 1? It doesn't look like it. Here comes Gordon back around the outside. Tony Stewart loses a spot to Johnson as we head to 2 to go now.
Jimmy Johnson, Tony Stewart still side by side. Stewart's going to solve a corner on the 48 car. Gordon still out front. Can the 24 hold them off? You see Rusty Wallace and Earnhardt trying to make up some time back there. There's Tony Stewart to the outside, but Johnson's going to clear him off turn 2. Now he's going to set his sights on his teammate of Jeff Gordon.
It looks like he has the fastest car. Can he get around Jeff Gordon and win this race? He hasn't won yet this season. He hasn't even led a lap this season. Gordon, though, needs to win this race to be in a good chance to win the championship. It is going to be a big battle down here as we come to the white flag.
White flag at Michigan. Teammate versus teammate. Mano y mano. Can the 24 hold off Jimmy Johnson? Here comes the 48 to the inside. He wants the lead. They're going to be side by side. Entering the back straightaway. It's going to get tight.
Side by side still as we enter the helicopter cam. Here comes Tony Stewart to the bottom with Jimmy Johnson. Gordon gets clear for the lead as they enter turn 3 for the final time. Stewart on the inside of Johnson. He gets loose on the bottom. He hits the apron. But as they rocket off 4, Jeff Gordon is going to revive his championship hopes and get it done here at Michigan.
The Pepsi machine wins here at Michigan. It gets it done, beating out his rival of Dale Earnhardt, and he's going to beat out his teammate for the position as well. What a win for the 24 team today.
Yeah, and I don't know where Dale finished, but Dale was outside the top 10. As we look at a replay here, Jimmy Johnson is going to finish second. Once again, another heartbreak for that 48 team. They cannot get anything on their side with winning and being in first. But he got tight off of 2, and that's all Gordon wanted to see was him get side by side off of 4. And Terry Labonte gets a podium there.
What really did hurt Johnson there was Stewart got a great run off the corner. See, Jeff Gordon's going to burn it down here at Michigan. He's earned that burnout. He's going to get it done here. But, you know, the biggest thing here that I noticed was the fact that Jimmy Johnson could not get back to the 24 because of that 20 car. You see Rusty Wallace and Dale Earnhardt not happy with each other after this race.
And here are your finishing results here. Gordon, 7 laps led, which is insane. It doesn't seem like he led that many laps, but he led every single caution lap. And Earnhardt just really led that middle run there. But Gordon led every other lap. A huge point stay for that 24 team. And Dale finished 12th, which really hurts him in the points. He got the 3 laps led from the middle run, which is going to help him out and give him a little bit of a buffer here. But man, just what a race.
Yeah, what a race indeed. You see some of the guys that crashed out just holding at the back. But here's your point standings leaving Michigan. Dale Earnhardt still holds the lead over Jimmy Johnson, but Jimmy's only -6 now. So Jeff Gordon, reviving his championship hopes, is only -15.
Yeah, and you see the rest of the field here. Harvick, what a performance by him in his debut. So was Jeff Burton. They actually passed some full-time drivers of Ted Musgrave, Dave Marcus, and a couple others. But wow, what a race. Thank you, Speed Cup, for doing this with me. And the next race is going to be at Bristol. We have 2 races left of the season. And I hope you guys all enjoy and have a nice rest of your day, guys.